been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. Taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Detroit Lions. And off we go from Las Vegas. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
Carr now on first down, eluding the pressure right. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And we see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
Now a dump off here complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
At the Raiders' 30-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. About 3 yards there to the 27.
DeAndre Swift, the Lion ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Joyner on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Is good.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. This is how we're going to play. And they responded to the challenge.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, Swift. Yeah, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
He winds up getting only a couple. There, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Carr gives to Rashard. 29 yards. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The throw was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Now the offense offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They go with Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Makes the score Raiders 10.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settled for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of these shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid, right?
I love it. I love it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Carr. The action here from Nelson Aguilar. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 27.
To throw his car. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
It's a screen to Richard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On first down at Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And the Raiders have got him. Credit the sack there to Arden Kane.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Here's Jack Fox now
as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
is noted by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
4-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
24. Lions, nothing.
Carr now on first down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Carr. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Past the 20. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Now Carr. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll pull it down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to think about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Running is Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no good. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford And Amendola with a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Pass.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Stafford looks to throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
To Marvin Jones. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First down, Detroit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running is Swift. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And it's caught. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson taking it in. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
The 40-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Jalen Richard.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now
Carr going to go on 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard.
Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some really
Somebody hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
12.
Throwing his car on third down. He'll find Richard here underneath. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Damon Arnett up to make the tackle.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
To number 46.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw a completion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
To the air again, Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a pickup of
That's
6.
now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Got a man. It's Amendola. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Prater for the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Richard on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 41.
1st and 10. Here's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
Moves to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
2-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Josh Jacobs with the strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 23 yards, the final tally. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the ball's in.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Derek Carr sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the receiver. How they attack him here. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Jamie Collins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Carr completes it. There he goes left side. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Henry runs 56 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
brings up 2nd and 11. At the
on 2nd and 11 now. Stafford over the middle. It's Amendola. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
complete.
Marvin Jones there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Here comes Richard on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Eluding the pressure right. The open man here, Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they set up the screen. That's complete.
Carr's pass.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on third and long. Carr. Man, and he hits him in stride. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. They run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. To return, here's Agnew. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Lions take over first and 10. at their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Detroit.
Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At their 48-yard
from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Shifts by him. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone covered it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Carr again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
His kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 57, Lions 21.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 74 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here comes Richard on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Buying time is left. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Oh, he fakes a spike. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Again, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Throwing again is Stafford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
26 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crash down inside and tackle.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's Kenny Galladay hauling it in from Matthew Stafford. to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Richard on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, the coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
The 26-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Aguilar has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jacobs now. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. Reception here by Rhodes. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions.
Carr now to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
35. to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. To return, here's Agnew. A good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
10-10. At their own
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the
He is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
35. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Amendola catching it left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. And they get to be a confused group because...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On second down, Swift. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And the 13-year man puts it through.
It is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
71. Lions 38.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
And 7.
One last throw here for Stafford. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.